Well, Gaffer, as a friend of mine once said, you start with a point, you end with a point. But is it 2 points dropped or is it a point earned on the road?
It's 2 points dropped, obviously. We've come the first half. I thought we totally dominated, and I'll be honest, like a stuck record really. But we should have come in front. But to be fair, the keeper's pulled off some quality saves today. We've had a few chances. We've got like Fred as we've headed over the bar, and we got in good areas. And I thought we totally dominated the first half. So the second half, obviously, we've got to be fair, we got caught on a break a few times, so we had to be careful. But overall, I'm going to say obviously it's 2 points dropped for me.
Yeah, with teams like this, someone like Holmesdale who are still trying to get away from the bottom end of the table. I know your team talk was a bit about that today as well. Yeah. And you got to give them credit. They worked their socks off. They won almost every ball that came into the box. And I think that's what they were sort of waiting for. But when teams like that play against you, how hard is it to break them down? Because that first goal is vitally important.
That's the sort of question I asked at the end. I thought we could have done a little bit more to try and break them down. We went a bit direct, a bit too much. And if you're doing that, we've got to be in and around, and I didn't think we were. So, it was like someone just said we might have been there all night. I don't think we would have scored, but it's just one of them nights. And I said to the boys, listen, on Saturday, the first thing I said after the game is you don't go from up here, the euphoria of it all. We're disappointed tonight, but it's a point. And who knows, in 7 games' time, it might be a massive point. But we just got to get on with it, accept it. We're disappointed, but we've got another massive game on Saturday.
The disappointment probably comes maybe a few months back when we were leaking them odd goals. This is the game we probably would have slept up one. So yeah, it's probably a point earned. A couple of changes tonight. Woody out and a few of the other boys. Was that tactical or was that something that you were saying as well?
Yeah, it was a bit of both. I felt on Saturday we was getting turned a little bit in the left area, in the full-back areas. Their diags, etc. So we thought we'd just shore that up without jeopardising us going forward. And I thought, the first half underlined that definitely. The second half, we did get up, but not as much as the first. And Woody's took a crack on his jaw. And I spoke to him today about it all. So he was really. I did say to him, if we need you, we'll throw you on. So I'll give him like 15 minutes at the end to see how he was. But I really didn't want to use him, but we wanted to win a game of football. But yeah, he was still feeling a bit, and obviously on these sort of games I didn't want him to take another whack and probably lose him for the run-in. So it was a bit of both. It was a little bit tactical regarding going back to a 4 at the back, but Woody's was really for looking at the next 7 games as well.
2 new boys coming on tonight as well. Bailey came on at the weekend and Archie coming on today. What did you think of them as players that come on today for Lilywhites?
I mean, obviously Bailey's going to be disappointed. He's got his one-on-one to get through, and that's Archie's first toe in the water. He's a tidy little player, but that's a very difficult game to come in because it was not be funny. It was a direct game from both sides really, and like you said, at the end of the day, we've not managed to break him down, but. Again, Archie's had header from a corner, a couple of corners he's got in front. So it's a good start for them. But like I said to the boys in there, it's about the squad now, and it's not a case just I'm not one of them managers to chop and change it for the sake of it. I mean, I don't think we've drawn tonight because of any changes we've made. We've got a point here tonight really because if you want the truth, we've just not been clinical enough in front of goal, and also you've got to give them credit for the way they've defended, especially the goalies. I think has made 3 or 4 really good saves tonight.
Yeah, you got to say that on chances created tonight, we probably should have won the game, but you'd be more worried if we weren't getting the chances, wouldn't you? Like, go back months when you first came in, some of the games where we had limited chances and it was sort of us trying to bring it back from the death. How important is it that the squad has improved under yourself?
Listen, the squad obviously they're all getting to know me and vice versa, so they know what we want and they know how to play. But what I don't want us to do is start losing our discipline and shape and completely going Geronimo for a result, because you can quite easily come away with nothing from these places. And I said to the boys at the weekend, you see Glebe go to was it Wellington and got a 1-1, a late one, and you see Dill get a late goal against Sutton Athletic. So tonight, these boys are frightened for their lives as well. We've come into the category, but we've come away with a point. And like I said, it's listen, if they play like that week in, week out, and work like that week in, week out, they'll be fine, because you've got to give them credit because they put a shift in tonight. So that's a fantastic point for them. But from my point of view, I obviously think it's 2 points dropped because of the overall chances we've had.
Lastly, as well, again, fans travelling again tonight. You know that we travel really well. You know, it's a tremendous thing, and I didn't really catch it, but at the end, the fans came around and gave the boys a clap off. Where any other fans probably would be very disappointed with that. How important is it that the fans continue to give that support, home and away as well?
Listen, like I said from day one, they've been brilliant. So listen, I'm not exactly happy at the moment, but it's one of them. I'm not. You can't get too high, too low. Saturday, bang, let's get another 3 points. We've got another tough one Saturday, which everyone will probably look and think, oh, that was my first game. So Rustall. So we've got a big game Saturday to get it back. We're at home, more support, but the fans have been fantastic. And yeah, I'm hoping that they've sort of seen that tonight was just going to be one of them nights that you get in football. Like you said, if we hadn't created nothing or whatever, you'd be concerned. But today, really. We should have really put the game to bed. But like I said, you've got to give your opposition credit, because in this league, I keep saying it doesn't matter who you play. You just don't know the results are going to come on, because anyone does beat anyone. And these boys, got a good 1-1 with Bearsted, at Bearsted. So, it's sometimes you've got to take your hat off to them. But for me, looking at it, I'm just disappointed that we didn't really put the game to bed when we had the chances.
We'll move on to non-league day and Rustall at the weekend, which is a double header for us. But thank you for tonight, Gaffer, and hopefully we'll see you Saturday.
Yeah, thanks for the fans for travelling again. Sorry we couldn't bring the 3, but hopefully we all get together Saturday and we go again.
Thank you.
Cheers, Brownie.